Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. My name's Adam Patterson. With me today we got Kevin Rakestraw. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, how's it going?
As good as can be expected, given the circumstances.
It just to let you know, I just typed into the search bar, Lucky Logan.
Nice. We're also joined by Ryan Holtz. Hey, Ryan. If this is your first time tuning in, Kevin and I are challenging ourselves to find movies that Ryan likes in the hopes that we'll reach the coveted 10 out of 10. You can join in on the conversation by sending your movie suggestions for Ryan to podcast@filmpulse.net or by sending me a DM on Twitter @filmpulsenet. If you like the show, or even if you don't, please consider checking out the Frederick's Ataxia Research Alliance website at curefa.org. Now, as Kevin alluded a few moments ago, Ryan, what movie did we have you watch this week?
Logan Lucky.
Logan Lucky. This is directed by Steven Soderbergh. You wanted a comedy this week, so we gave you a fun little crime comedy. I have a synopsis here. Two brothers attempt to pull off a heist during a NASCAR race in North Carolina. This has a ridiculously large cast, as most Soderbergh movies do. Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about Logan Lucky?
Your synopsis tells it all. There's two brothers. One lost his arm, had an arm in Iraq, and the other did he get his foot for his leg fucked up, or did he lose it?
Honestly, don't remember. I haven't seen this movie since it came out.
I think he just had like a limp. I think he just had like a bad knee or something.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. He played, he was supposed to be a big football star, but I think he got hurt. And now his brother, with the non-arm and hand, he has a more, and the one brother has a kid, and an ex-wife who is very rich and in a dude loving relationship, and everyone apparently gets along, but they all have money except for this guy. Well, I assume he has some, but it's sort of like it makes them. So they have this plan to break this guy out of jail. It was played by Daniel Craig, and after they break him out, they went to tank they unveiled in NASCAR race, and when they do that, they can also shut the credit card machines down, and the cash that's funneling into the NASCAR race is being sent those little sucky tube things, and they break them so that all the cash goes directly into garbage bags, and then they load the garbage bags up onto a golf cart. And Daniel Craig's brothers look like custodians, and they just take the garbage back and forth, but really the garbage has money in it. And in the end, Channing Tatum, everyone thinks he purposely loses all the money, but at the very beginning of the actual heist, they run into some sucky tube pumps, and they take all the money from that and bury it so that people find it many years later, and they're all completely surprised. That probably makes no sense, but it didn't buy it. Okay. And while Channing Tatum's daughter wins a beauty pageant, and his brother's out, but that's not a main plot. Not a main plot. God damn it.
I love how there was you hit that same word. You hit plot both times, and both times it was like not the main plot. It was like your whole voice changed there.
It's like his body's just rejecting that word.
Yeah, not the main plot.
Not a main plot point. But so like they throughout the movie they touch on the fact that him and his daughter bond very well often. So they were all get away with our money, and everyone thinks they lost money, but then more money is buried, and they all live happily ever after.
So, what did you think of Logan Lucky?
I absolutely loved what's his name? God damn it, I can't say his name. The kid Star Wars.
Adam Driver.
Yeah, I loved his accent, and in fact, his accent reminded me of what's that movie that Bill Murray's in?
Groundhog Day.
No, the one about zombies.
Zombieland.
With Adam Driver.
You Dead Don't Die?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what his accent sounded like, at least to me.
Mm-hmm.
But everything he says, especially with the accent, just makes me laugh a lot.
What did you think of Daniel Craig and his accent?
That was pretty astonishing.
Dropping a sound check.
I assume it's easier for English people to hide an accent under Southern accent.
I think that is correct.
But it was so amazing to hear because he sounds totally not English.
Astonishing.
Did you see Knives Out, Ryan?
No, not yet. It's my watch list.
No, that's on the list then.
Yeah, I know. Holy shit.
Because I thought of that and I was like, no, he's probably seen it.
Yeah, don't watch it yet, Ryan, because that we'll definitely be putting that on the list for you.
That's next week's episode. Just a heads up.
Gonna continue the Daniel Craig thread there. Daniel Craig with a southern accent.
Fucking astonishing work, Daniel Craig.
Well, his character was pretty awesome in this, to be honest.
Yeah, no, he was fantastic in this movie.
And I just love how everyone's so serious, but they're like, I don't know, like the Wayans brothers when they talk about how they're computer scientists, but they're clearly from the deep south, in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of NASCAR country, where you wouldn't think many computer people live, but they're pretty insistent about it. And it makes me laugh every time the one brother, the one with long hair, I can't think of his name, but he makes me laugh, especially when everything he says.
Okay. Kevin, I know you were a big fan of this movie too, right, Kevin?
Yeah, I was a fan. It's just an enjoyable movie. Entertaining as all hell.
It's light, it's fun. It's got enough of that. It's sort of a heist movie in a lot of ways. And it's got that Soderbergh heist quality to it that makes it so much fun.
But it's very non-violent, and excuse me, it's pulled off perfectly. Like everything they do is very calculated. That all works out.
So, interesting little tidbit about Logan Lucky. This is written by Rebecca Blunt, which was a pseudonym for Jules Asner, who's Steven Soderbergh's wife. And Jules Asner is actually related to the Whites of West Virginia. If you remember that documentary, I don't know if either of you saw it or remember it, but there was a documentary called like The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that documentary? It came out, I don't know, it was a long time ago at this point. But it was about this, It was a doc about this like crazy family in West Virginia, and they're all these like gun-toting, redneck criminals. And the documentary was really wild. I think it was like Johnny Knoxville produced it or something. So Jules Asner, her maiden name is White, and she was actually related to those whites, and it would seem as though she drew some inspiration from her extended family when writing this movie, because the Logans seem to be very closely modeled after the whites.
Oh,
Yeah, fun little bit of trivia. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing out a fun little bit of trivia.
This is based on a true story, isn't it?
No.
I thought I read somewhere that was.
I mean, if you want to believe it, go for it.
I was gonna say that'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
What? I don't want to ruin it for you. It is based on a true story.
There's so many movies that I wish.
100% true story.
So many movies out there that I wish were true stories.
Let's say. I mean, who cares anymore?
Right. It doesn't
nowadays.
matter.
Who gives a shit? It's a fucking true story, dude. It's fucking insane, isn't it?
Yeah, at this point, it doesn't. Nothing matters. Fuck. Okay, so it seems like you were into that. Now, I take it that you're fairly familiar with Steven Soderbergh's filmography.
Yeah, from you guys.
I would imagine definitely the heist stuff.
Yeah, certainly like the Oceans movies. Magic Mike. You see the Magic Mike?
Unfortunately, I missed that one.
I want to add that to the list too, Kevin.
Add it.
Now, man, it should turn off. I'll just turn my TV off as it starts.
What?
I'll just turn my TV off as soon as that starts.
Magic Mike?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Magic Mike's really good, dude. You should consider checking that out.
Funny story.
All right.
I had physical therapy. They call me Magic Mike. Because every day my shirt goes from like around my waist up around my ribs, like it bunches up on me. They always call me Magic Mike.
It does happen. I know exactly what he's talking about. That shirt just rides up on you.
Yeah.
It's like your body knows and just does it on its own.
Is that a problem you have at work, Kevin? You're sitting at your desk at work, and you just, before you know it, your shirt's just up above your nipples.
Body's just like, dude, we got to show this off. What are you doing?
It wants to get away. It's trying to get itself off of you.
Yeah. Can't handle it.
In fact, that's right now. There's like a 4-inch gap between my shirt and my pants.
It's happening as we speak. The shirt's making its way up.
It can't be contained, dude. Can't be contained.
I'm at that point in my life where I'm just constantly concerned with plumber's crack. Like when I'm at work, I'm like, is my butt sticking out? Like, is this happening?
Being in a wheelchair, it's good because I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like I'm always like bending over and picking stuff up off the floor and like plugging in cables and stuff. And when I'm at the office, I'm just like, is this it? Like, is my butt hanging out right now? I'm so concerned about that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that if you looked at the stuff, I'm not going to go through everything that Soderbergh directed because he's directed quite a few things, but I'm pretty sure, Ryan, that you would be into everything of his that you've seen, you've probably liked, I would imagine.
I think so. There's nothing in my head right now standing out that I didn't like.
Yeah. Remember Side Effects, Kevin? Side Effects?
Mm-hmm. I like that one.
Yeah, me too. Soderbergh's most recent film was The Laundromat, which was Netflix one. And I thought that was okay. A lot of people hated on that one big time.
I didn't hate it, but it was such so unmemorable.
I didn't like a lot of the stuff they did, the fourth wall stuff. I don't know. Wasn't really into that. I wasn't a big fan of how it ended either. A little thing that they did. Before that, he did High Flying Bird, which also came out. Both of those movies came out last year. High Flying Bird was pretty great.
Yes, that was a good one.
You would like High Flying Bird? Ryan. That's on Netflix as well. About basketball.
I like all the names that he has. Like, he has ridiculous cast.
He does indeed.
Like you said earlier, that's crazy to me.
He's got a lot of connections. I think he has a lot of friends who are willing to do him favors and be in his movies. He's also the type of director that he's sort of a one for them, one for me type of director, where he'll do something that's like a lot more mainstream, and then he'll do some sort of like really small project that seems more personal to him. And then he retired, and then he retired for like how long was that? Like a day?
A year?
It's funny though when you look at his filmography. Like, I'm not sure what year it was, because he has something for like every year for the last several years. So maybe 2014, around there. 2014, 2015. Because Logan Lucky was after he came back, right?
I think so.
So
was that the one that they had him come back?
Hmm?
Well, I can't remember, because I think Mosaic was before Logan Lucky, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, he didn't retire.
No.
Retire.
I'm glad, because his more recent stuff, he's been doing some smaller things. Like High Flying Bird was shot on an iPhone. Laundromat was bigger than that one, but still, it was. Both of those were like in a Netflix deal that he signed. I don't know how many movies he's going to be doing for Netflix, or if that's it.
Probably 100.
It's a good platform for his stuff. You know, his movies are stylish, but they're not like, you know, huge budget visual feasts.
Yeah.
He tells more intimate stories, and he likes to experiment. And I think that Netflix is a platform that's more attuned to.
Yeah, let's do bang out like 30 Ice movies.
Yeah.
With a ridiculous revolving cast.
Yep.
Just do it.
I'd be down. All right, Ryan, let's go ahead and give you your drum roll. What do you give Logan Lucky?
8.
8 out of 10.
Like how that's unsure.
8?
8? Is that the right answer?
Yeah, I think that 8 is a good choice for this movie. I'm glad
8 works for me.
I'm glad you liked it.
I liked it a lot better. The score might have been hard, but it's not right now. There are a lot of things happening.
A lot of things going on in the world. Movie scores are brought down everywhere because of the shit people are dealing with right now. All right, so next week, what are you in the mood for?
Comedy again.
Another comedy. Done. Done.
I have an idea.
We will definitely get you another comedy.
Another twisty comedy.
Any final thoughts, Ryan, before we close it out this week?
Stay the fuck inside.
Yes, please stay inside.
It really has nothing to do with this podcast, but did you see the Samuel Jackson thing?
Yeah, the children's book, the
Yes.
reading that he did. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
That is funny. I feel like anytime I do a podcast during this time, I feel like I need to set the date that we're recording this, just because drastic things are happening like every day. And if something really crazy happens, I don't want it to seem like we're like dismissing it or anything, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, I can understand that.
So just for the record, we're recording this on April 2nd, 2020. This will be coming out on the 9th. So if something crazy happens, then
I have to leave the house on the 4th, I think. So we'll see what happens. Even though Ryan says don't leave the house. Sorry, Ryan. I have to leave the house on the 4th.
Going to a cookout?
No, I just gotta get cigarettes.
You have a date set of when you need to go get cigarettes. I gotta go get cigarettes on the 4th, guys. I'm sorry. Oh my god, that is so funny. You know, most people don't schedule their cigarette time, but you know what? We're in very strange circumstances.
I'm just pushing it out like as far as possible. And I mean, I got 2 packs left, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be the 4th.
Do you have a Google Calendar event? Cigarettes. Go to Rudders. Oh my God.
Rudders. Speedway. You got to go to Speedway to get your cigarettes around here.
Whatever. I don't know what I need. I don't know
Yeah,
what this.
so you get your $2 off. That's why you do it at Speedway.
$2 off smokes at Speedway. There you go.
Fucking good deal. It's a good deal. Cheapest smokes you can get. Brothers ain't doing that shit.
No, I'm sure they're not. All right, I think that's going to do it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can send your suggestions, Ryan, to podcast@filmpulse.net. If you have a moment, consider reviewing us on your podcast platform of choice. You can send us a tweet at FilmPulseNet, at FilmPulseKevin, and at My Legs Don't Work. For Kevin Rakestraw and Ryan Holes, my name is Adam Patterson. We'll see you later.
See ya later.